I got a story about last night.
What did you do last night?
So do you remember last night was going to be the first time I met my team.
Right, you're going to your softball practice.
So I get to softball practice, and I'm not the head coach, right? So I have to, win over the head coach, this young lady who's she played a lot of softball, but she's new to the head coaching thing. And I convinced her, I'm like, listen, just let me run practice. It's the first day. When it's over, we can critique it the next time like crazy. You know what I mean? But I've seen everybody practice, right? Because my daughter's in the league, right? And I'm watching, the last 2 weeks, watching her practice. I'm watching all these teams practice. So I get a general idea of how, and I mean, first of all, anybody who's watching this podcast knows I'm not one to brag, right? That's just me. You know what I mean?
You're a very humble person.
I keeps it humble. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm like the greatest fucking baseball coach in the history of the world.
Keeping it real.
I mean, I'm a two-time All-American D2 baseball player, athletic Hall of Famer, 26-9 on the hill, batted a career 400. I mean, a fucking beast, right? Like absolute freakazoid baseball player. I'm as good as baseball, Artem, that you are at arm wrestling.
Okay.
The problem is I got so good at arm wrestling that I got as good as Ken Griffey Jr. and Babe Ruth at baseball and arm wrestling, right? So, but excellent communicator to the youth. Demand that we do it correctly, loud communication, right? So right away, I bring them out for the warm up, and then, they're all like, I'm like on the line. I'm like, listen, let's pretend when you're on the line, you got your base running stance, right? And we start our jog and our arm circles. We don't do the goofy thing where they all throw back and forth and miss the ball the whole time, right? Nah. We way smoother than that, right? So we get warmed up quick. We go right to home plate, base running drills, which is the key to, young girl softball, because it's a lot of walks and a lot of chaos. If you can understand how to navigate the base pass and get a hold of your third base coach and listen to your first base coach. So we do the 12 minutes of base running drills, which is also the biggest cardio moment, right, of the day. It's 10, 12 minutes and you're running, right? Okay. Single. You probably don't know this because you probably never played a damn inning of baseball, right? You motherfuckers over there preparing for war at a childhood. The rest of the people in America are playing baseball, right? So you learn to take the turn, then you got to come back to home plate, go to double, go to first to third, back to second to home, right? We're working, right? We get done, we hit into 4 hitting groups for an hour, then we start scrimmaging. The first inning of the scrimmage, full count, our pitchers walk in because it's hard to throw strikes. We're learning how to switch from hitting to the field, right? The base running, everything is live and quick. Right? Because our first game's Monday. I just met them. Wednesday. Right? So then the second time through, I become the pitcher. I have a net in front, or no net. Now I'm just a little closer and I got the glove, right? That I ain't navigated there for a while, right? I'm throwing a couple pitches, feeling myself, right? I mean, first of all, to all the people, listen, by this time, I've got every team watching our practice. I got the president of the league over there. He's done heard that I'm the worst human being in the world. He's scared to death that he even gave me the job, right? Travis is going to be too aggressive. He'll cuss the kids out. He'll beat up the coach and the umpire.
Who said that?
I'm just saying, it's all in the paper. All you got to do is go back and look at it, right?
Okay.
So now that's a very competitive football league. This here is girls softball, and it's all good. 8 to 13 years old, big gaps, right? So by this time, it is apparent that I am the all-time greatest softball girls coach in the history of this league. I mean, every man that's watching is thinking two things. Man, I'm glad my daughter is learning some shit. And damn, that's a cool motherfucker. I don't even know if I like this dude, right? All the moms are like, I mean, it's like I'm Captain America out there going triple backflips,
Just
right?
straight dilfing.
Come on. And I mean, and listen, you want a key to a woman's heart. Let her think you're an exceptional father. Doesn't even matter if you're faking it, right? Whatever. So I'm out here just straight smashing. I'm killing it. And then the worst thing happens. Young girl, bases loaded. Young girl hits the ball towards second base, but it's almost like a swinging bunt, right? So one of my specialties back in the day was my ability to field the position of pitcher as well. Okay. If you bunted, you hit the ball anywhere near me, I'm scooping this shit up. Like, I played first base my whole life. My hand-eye coordination from fielding is on point, right? You can't, I don't care if you fast, you bunt down the third base line, I will come off of that bump. Tack quick. Scoop it up and fire your ass out, right? That's my thing. I was a tremendous fielder as well, right? Great hitter, good pitcher, excellent fielder. So I forgot that I was 46 years old.
Okay.
And as I took off to the left, I was going to require a backhand flip, backhand catch, flip to the first baseman is what it was going to require, okay?
Okay.
Right to left, headed towards there. I got my glove on my right hand. I turn it over and I reach for the ball and I realize I'm not even close to this ball. This ball's 18 inches away. I still got time. So I'm like, oh, no problem. Let me go down. So I went down, one more step and one more hinge, right? Now I got the backhand out and I'm 8 inches away from the ball still. No problem. One more dip, one more bend, and I realize I'm top heavy. I'm a little top heavy at this moment. And all of a sudden, 6 steps of me trying the core strength, trying to get back. I already aborted making the play. 6 steps later, I hit the ground. Oh! And the ground was so unforgiving. I mean, like, I felt it in my core. The thud, right? And I did a little fireman's roll, try to do something to make it look coordinated at some point. But I couldn't even get done the roll before I came back. So now I had to lay there, flail around, and get to my feet. I got a strawberry on my elbow and my knee. And I jumped up and I looked right at this girl's dad and I said, I see you laughing, motherfucker, right? And that was my first cuss word of the day. And at that moment, I became human to all the people who thought I was a superhero. And I'll guarantee you at least 5 of those players' dinners that night, the dad said, now the dad feels a lot better after I fell. My man's got his masculinity back, right? So he says to his daughter, hey, what'd you think about practice? Coach did pretty good. Mom pops in, well, that coach is excellent. He's the best coach I ever seen. He's good. Didn't you love him? And the girl says, oh, yeah, he was fun. And the dad said, you see that big goofy motherfucker fall? Guaranteed.
The Bears.
The Bears. And so, yeah, that was my experience last night. I went down. And I'm telling you, man, I feel like I might have rotator cuff clavicle problems after hitting that ground like that. Or I had a broken clavicle and now I put it back into place. It was dislocated. One or the other.
Yeah, you do look more symmetrical all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm limber, but every bone in my body cracked. Like on my whole trunk was like, I mean, it was bad, dude. And you should see how long, it was like 30 seconds I was trying to catch my balance, couldn't get it.